Not too long ago, I discovered that both Infinity Blade 1 and 2 got remastered on PC, and the trilogy itself has been recovered some time ago, making it re-downloadable on the iPhone. With the first game being 100% completed on this channel, I figured it's time to 100% the second game. Now, I was actually planning on making this video quite a while ago, and I 100%ed the entire game just to see how my footage got ruined or something, so I ended up scrapping the video. But both Infinity Blade games didn't take too long to 100%, so I decided why not, and 100%ed it a second time to make this video. Infinity Blade 2 picks up the story jumping ahead of some events after Infinity Blade 1, but the idea is we're rediscovering who we are as we don't really know, but we set out on a quest to bring an end to the deathless reign over the people or world, I guess. Now before I show me getting started, for the first 4 bloodlines I accidentally had the game muted and I didn't even notice until I beat the main story, so I'll go ahead and add my own. But anyways, let's complete the tutorial real quick. So thanks to me accidentally muting the game, what basically happens here is Ryth tricked us into killing this Chinese queen or something to steal back the Infinity Blade from the first game. And before he can kill us using it, this friend of ours kills us with her bow so that we can be reborn. As if we died from the Infinity Blade, we would have stayed dead permanently, and that leads us into bloodline number 1. Alright, let's go ahead and get started on our first bloodline. Okay, let's do this. So, I've probably done this about 100 times at this point, but there are a few things that are actually different about this game, and I'm sure we're going to go over this in the video. So there probably isn't really a reason for me to talk about it here, because knowing myself, I probably will talk about this in the video already, but, basically, we have to kill 3 mini-bosses to activate an altar first before we can actually beat the final boss. So, yeah, and there are XP bonuses. Don't really care about doing that, so another thing in this game, a lot of the bonus paths they'll give you, they just outright say you can't go. It's not like a hidden one. Well, they do have some hidden ones, but a lot of them, like, straight up tell you where it will be and you can't go there yet. And I think I just got an item. Dude, because of everything we're getting. Oh, and yeah, other new thing. Key chests. They give you 2 mediums right from the get-go and 1 small right from the get-go, and they give you a lot of money. And eventually will give you really, really good gear until eventually you got so far in the game where the gear that you get from the chests are awful now. But for now, locked chests, some of them will actually give you gear that you can only get in that one chest that one time until you can actually buy it or something. So a lot of these chests will actually be important to open for the 100%. That one I can't remember. I know there's one medium chest that's required, but it's mostly large keys, which we will not get right now. We won't get those for a while. Let's go inventory. Now, I want to say this now. I already have good money right now. We already gotten better armor. And my all-time favorite weapons in this game is heavy. You can see the damage difference in the weakest, not even the weakest, just one of the regular white weapons, the beginner ones. In the beginning, heavy weapons, just the substantial difference in damage. But the thing is that they're slowing at attack. But the thing is, these are like my main weapons, and I use them all the time. So I really want to get one of these because they are insane. So let's get one in our range. We can already get this Punisher here. It'll take all of our money, but it's just regular 85 damage, and just look at the insane difference in damage this thing has. With the bonus 1 poison, even though that sucks, might as well just add it, right? I mean, we got it. Oh wow, they don't even let us take a look in that room. That room we'll be able to take a look in later, and it has another split path that goes into even more split paths. I mean, there are so many different places you can go in this game, and it's super cool because the first game only had like 2 different areas, while this game has like 10, 12 plus, so it's pretty awesome. So now we have our next boss here. This guy's pretty weak. We're gonna probably kill him right here. So yeah, let's check the cutscene. Okay, so let's get started. This guy's pretty butt. I can't remember if he asks for mercy or not. I don't think he does. But yeah, I'm not. See, look, literally, we can already kill the fetching first boss that you go through. And just the first blood line in this game, you can already kill the boss here. If that doesn't just continue to prove how crazy heavy weapons are in this game, like, heavy weapons are just so insanely OP, I don't even know how they didn't nerf these things in the final version, because that's how insane they are. Yeah, do you hear me, mortal? If you open up that seal, it will cost your life. So yeah, in the first game, yeah, this is actually one of the interesting things. It's like in the first game, you assume that we're playing as that guy's kid, then he dies, and that kid grows up, you're playing as his kid. But we realize here, we've been playing as the same guy every single time. We've never actually switched people. And that was something I said in the first game. Nobody told me in the comments I was wrong, even if they knew. And I'm pretty sure it's because those people have played that, knew that, and said for me to play the next game, already knew that, and they didn't want to spoil it for me. But yeah, we were literally the guy that I think we even died with, maybe. No, because he says, "Father, I'll avenge you." And that's ultimately why I thought we kept playing as the guy's kid to the other guy's kid to more bloodlines. But ultimately, we've been playing as the same person every single time. While I would show the rest of the clips of me working up to actually open the door we died trying to open in that clip, thanks to my previous 100% playthrough, I actually already knew the best gear to get that's budget friendly. And I was honestly pretty cracked at this game, and in just 3 bloodlines, I managed to reach the final boss. So I'll just explain what happens so we don't have to listen to the clips with no audio. In order to open the door at the top of the tower to free the worker of secrets, we need to activate 3 other altars guarded by bosses in hidden rooms throughout the castle. This game is far bigger than Infinity Blade 1 with tons and tons of secret paths, but as of now we only have access to 3 of them. And each of these new paths lies the altar we need. Activating one of the altars also kills us, so I wasn't able to do it in one bloodline, but after just 3, thanks to how freaking goated I am at this game, all 3 bosses were down and moved on to finish the game's story already. Hello everyone. Rebirth 5. This is actually where we would have picked up off of before, and you probably heard that little ship up there making noise. Check this out. Hear that? We got sound effects. So I was initially planning on doing the script how the last clip was, where I'll just kind of sum up what happens. But the ending to this game is just so awesome. There's just so much that goes on that I almost felt like it was kind of necessary to go ahead and do a re-recording. Like, I've already 100%ed the game now since I'm doing this, but just to kind of get dialogue and talk about the ending. So I just activated the 3 altars from last I picked up off this game. I already had to restart it to get secret gear, which I'm not going to show. And I'm still super OP now, obviously, if you can see my stats here. So I'm going to go ahead and equip the worst gear in the game just to do this. So we're going to use the worst sword, the worst shield. We're going to use the worst gear for everything because that's how OP I am right now. Okay, so now we are at the top of the tower. And would you know, it's Thane again. This guy. I honestly don't ever remember anybody's names in this, but
I saw you die.
Yeah, this is another thing.
So, you are one of us, are you? Deathless.
I will free
They actually
the
have
worker.
English in this game, you
And
guys.
with these weapons he forged, I will end your
See, our goal right now is to
life.
free the worker
You think to
and
betray
his immortal
us?
life. It would have been super cool to be able to get his gear. I'll destroy your body, 100 blood,
and imprison your soul for all
and
time.
imprison your soul. Dude, this guy's crazy, man. Yeah, dude, I'm not doing nearly enough damage. I think even when I did beat this guy the first time, I was actually doing more damage. Oh yeah, I totally was. I remember in one of the clips I showed, dude, I think I got this guy in like 2 hits or something. Yeah, even then, I mean, that was like the first encounter with him for sure. And obviously he's a lot stronger the second time, but jeez, I was doing a lot more damage than this. I'll do myself a favor and equip something better after this. Yeah, let's, you know, I mean, that wasn't hard or anything. I'm so freaking cracked, but, you know, I do way too little damage. But, of course, I pulled through, because, you know, whatever. Still can't edit my guy, though. So, now we can activate the door, actually, this time, and go into a new room. And the whole point of the game was to free this guy, and here he is, on his chair. So, let's go speak to him.
You will not release the worker.
Bro, I just gotta say, especially in Infinity Blade 2, I mean, just that segment alone, like, it might not have seen that insane, like, boom, he jumps down, boom, we gotta refight, he's desperate to stop us, because of, you know, whatever lies ahead with freeing this guy. What other mobile games do stuff like this? Like, pretty much none. Okay, yeah, I don't know, guys. It's either I go super weak or I'm too OP. There's, I don't know, but whatever. But it's like, look at all this. In this scene, waking up, killing him like this. When was the last time we saw a mobile game go this hard?
How did you?
I know,
You know?
a great many things about the Deathless.
Destabilize
including how to destabilize their quantum identity pattern.
How? This
granting
guy's
them
cracked, bro.
true
No
death.
wonder they sealed him. He's too
are
powerful. Alright. So there we go. Next segment, we gotta trick him. We gotta send him there, beat Rajuar again. For hopefully the final time, right? But I just gotta say, like, look at all of this that this game has to offer. The only other, like, mobile game that actually went this hard was, like, Nova 3, you know? It's like, yeah, we have gotten other cool mobile games, of course. Like, the Angry Birds games, I mean, I've made so many videos on those ones. Call of Mini Zombies, you know, this Killer Bear game. Not Naughty Bear, but there's this other bear game. Like, obviously we got cool stuff, but, like, this game was crazy at the time. Then we had, like, Nova 3, and now we get, like, nothing good. Like, we don't really get good mobile games anymore, and it's really sad. The God King. Alright, insert Nick A30 joke. You think you're the king? No, I'm the king. Let's do this. Okay, tasteless joke. You know, if I actually leave what I just said in the video... oh yeah, see, we're not even doing much to this guy. I mean, like, we're doing a bit, but like, it still freaking sucks, okay? Oh, man. Aren't I so edgy? Okay. You know, this is the final fight. Might as well just use it, right? You know, why would I not? Just get this over with. No more parrying needed. Dude, I find it super funny. Oh, well, cutscene first.
A vile, plotting wretch. Oh, sir. Killing me will not end this, you know.
What makes you think I will let you die that easily?
Boom. Dude, just the amount of effort that went into this one mobile game they could get for like $5. Now, we know it's not actually over. Stop it.
Release me, and together we will
It's time to put an end to it,
reshape
man.
this world.
Let's do this, bro.
You and Ryth can keep each other company. It's only fair. After all, you were the one who imprisoned
Yeah,
me
man.
here to begin with.
And that is where the game ends. And I've never read the books, which gives way more context and story details. And I haven't played the third game yet, so I honestly don't really know what's going on with the whole memory thing. Or who we're even playing as, really. But maybe if I ever do a video on the third game, if it gets ported, we'll find out. After clearing the game, I honestly felt pretty lost as to what I should do and work towards next. As even though I 100% did this game before, knowing where everything is and how to get it was the very thing making me feel lost towards the next step to take. I started off simply trying to master each item in this game, as if any of you watched the first Infinity Blade video, you know to 100% this game, and it's to fight every secret boss, obtain and ultimately master every piece of gear. This game has no alternative secret endings like the first game does, but there are tons of secret bosses to fight for more hidden gear to obtain and master. So I started by just farming money to buy better gear, and at the same time mastering each of my old and new pieces of gear I already and will get. This is something I thought to myself at this point of the game, which reminded me there was a super good hidden set of gear to get right now. And in order to get the first piece, I needed to find a map to uncover a secret part of the castle we were running through. Oh, and yeah, there are maps in this game. A lot of them you randomly get from enemy drops and chests you open, but in order to get the Vile Helm, the first set of this armor, I need to buy a certain map to activate its location and obtain it. And after doing so, the main goal is to grind for better and better gear and finish off the Vile Armor set. Okay, everyone. So, I already recorded 2 whole clips and I figured that's all I was going to do, but I was like, dude, I should have kept recording because there's something we can do right now. And what we can do right now, let me find it. Crown map. Let's buy this. View it.
This looks so familiar. If only I could remember.
Okay, so what this is going to do for us is we can get the first piece of the Vile Armor. Let's just go ahead and skip there, and then I'll talk about it when I get there. So I'm going to have a little bit of fighting to do, like a lot. So basically I'm going to go to the end of the map in order to complete this, so let's go.
A few moments later.
Okay, so this is the room where it's going to be. It's going to be right there, but I think we have to defeat a minion first, which might be... Wait, can I grab it right now? You cannot grab it right now. Bro, why can't I grab it, dude? Oh, wait. Okay, so now I can. Oh, and now there's an extra new path. Okay, well. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this. So we just got ourselves the Vile Helm, okay? And this is a super important helmet. Wow, it's just as good as my best one, which is kind of interesting. I'm kind of thinking about... I'll upgrade this one when I actually work on the Vile Armor itself. So anyways, this armor is a hidden piece of gear, and pretty much every hidden armor in this game has each piece of the set. And I had to buy this map because these ones all here you have to pay for. And then these ones you get in chests, which I completely forgot about. So I decided to work on this right now. Because one, it gives me an awesome new piece of gear, but it's just as good as the current stuff. So I think I might have just went for a better set of armor or something, which we should probably do right now anyway, actually. Because I do need some more armor. I can go ahead and get this one, but I might as well... I don't know. All I know is I need new armor because I am pretty fetch and weak, and this isn't really that much better. Okay, everyone. So... I've been at the grind for quite a bit. Been playing this for who knows how long now. I wasn't keeping track, but I want to come here real quick. As you guys can see, I got this weapon, which gave me an even better weapon through the doors, which was, I don't know where it is. I should probably go in inventory. Which gave me this, which is now somehow the best weapon that I've ever gotten. And there is a huge secret boss coming up. Well, it's not necessarily a secret one. Let's go ahead and fight the guy. So let's skip to it. It's that thing right there. And the reason we want to do this right now is because this is a part of the Vile Armor set. So this is the only Vile piece of armor in this game that you don't get from the map. And that's why I wanted to get it right now. This thing. If it would let me skip a cutscene, please. I don't want to sit here and watch this. Come on. Okay, thank you. And it still won't... Okay, there we go. So that's the Vile Sword. Oh, that. Okay, well, I don't take as much damage as I did last time, so... Maybe it's good. And we do decent damage to this thing. We're killing Shrek, dude. Why do we have to kill Shrek? This is messed up. Well, this is more like Shrek's dad. Because Shrek is beautiful. This thing isn't, so... This is Shrek's dad. This isn't actually Shrek. Which, I can't wait for fetching Shrek 5, by the way. They delayed it, which is kind of upsetting. And they delayed it to the point where I'll be a graduate from fetching high school by the time it comes out. I'm going to be graduated from high school by the time the movie comes out now. I wasn't from the previous date, so I would have been in high school when I was watching it. But I'm going to be fetching graduated by the time Shrek 5 is out. I don't know how to feel about that, man. Anyways. Boom. Whoa, that did a lot. Oh my gosh, I forgot to equip my healing ring. Now I won't be able to heal. I didn't equip my healing ring. Oh crap. There's a ring I have that heals me all the way to the max at this point, and I fetching forgot to equip it. Now, you guys might say, well, you won anyway, and like, I beat the first phase, but there's another even harder phase. This is only one part of the fight, you guys. Watch this. This thing comes back to life, dude. Oh no. I need my healing ring for this. I don't have it. Well, this is bad news for me. And it won't let me skip the cutscene. Why do I have to watch? Darn it. Okay, well, we can probably still beat this. I'm just gonna have to, like, completely lock in. I'm gonna have to, like, be locked into this. Holy crap. Guys, oh my goodness, this thing does heck of damage. Wow. Yeah, I needed that fetching the ring, dude. This is really bad for me. I mean, I do good enough damage to this thing, but I take a lot of damage too. Well, that's over. If only I had my ring, this probably would have been okay. Let's try this again. Oh, I'm gonna die! Holy crap, dude. Ah, man, I think we can definitely do it. Look how close we got. Move. Any attack, he's got fire damage. Screw you, dog. This is... I literally got parry and I took damage. It literally said I parried this loser. We're restarting. How does one person get a fetching parry on him, but you still take damage? What? Not fair. Bro, I don't even know, dude. What are you doing? I'm slashing! Oh my gosh. We're almost there. Why? Why that move again? Why that fetching move again? That's not even cool, man. How's that fair? And I just totally forgot about him. Oh my gosh, this guy can't even hurt me anymore. Dude, this guy is so weak without his fire damage. Why did I not do this sooner? Oh my word. I could have beaten this guy so long ago if I would have just used that. Oh my word. Oh, doing that move again, huh? Dude, you're pathetic. That's all you can do to hurt me. That is what I fetching thought, dude. I hate your guts, man. Get out of here. I don't want to see you again, bro. See what happens when you can't use fire anymore? You die. You die, that's what happens. And we got the freaking Vile Blade. There we go. That is the second piece of the Vile Armor set. Probably the hardest piece to get. And that fight alone nearly gave us that much XP. That is crazy. So that's really nice. Yo, chat. I just realized, what the heck? The Vile Armor's in here. So, I thought the Vile Armor was actually from a treasure map. I was about to just record this and say, like, in the script, like, and there was another mini-boss I had access to, so I cleared him up real quick, and then I just noticed the Vile Armor's in here. I didn't think the Vile Armor was here. I totally forgot, which, to fight this guy, you have to grab so much money it wakes him up. And he's going to wake up soon, right? Come on, I grabbed enough. Okay, there we go. So we get a whole bunch of money, but there is this boss fight, which I probably should have thought about picking my better gear, but we probably should be fine. This guy shouldn't be too bad. I guess not, so... I think this is actually the last piece. I can't remember. Is this the last piece? I don't remember. Yeah, much, much easier fight. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness. So... yeah, I think this is actually the last piece of the Vile Armor, so I think we're actually done. Oh, wait, no, there's the Vile Shield. There is a shield. I forgot about that. Okay, everyone. So, we can grind in a little bit. And as you can see, I have 650,000. It took a while to get here. I don't know how long. I'm on Bloodline 20 now, though. Okay, it didn't actually take that long. It didn't even take, like, 25 minutes or something. But anyways... now we have enough for the Infinity Blade, wherever it is. We're going to need it anyway, even though this weapon really is not that, you know, like, this weapon isn't that great, but, like, you know, we need it, so might as well make it a little bit stronger, though, because we're going to have to use this for quite a bit, so, alright. Yeah, dude, I've been mastering so much stuff that I don't really have anything else to master until I get more money in this game. So let's just grab this real quick, might as well. Now we can finally come over here, because now we actually have the Infinity Blade, so yeah. I believe there's actually another thing to do with this when we get a map as well. So here we go. I can't remember what this does. Actually, I think I might remember. Yeah, okay, so this is how we get the Vile Shield, so... yeah, dude, we gotta fight this fetching demon thing, and it's crazy. I can't remember if this is hard or not. I remember it being a lot easier than Shrek. That's for sure. Or Shrek's dad. Oh, yeah, I forget this part of the game likes to break sometimes. This actually happened to me multiple times, by the way. The last time I struggled on it was because, again, I wasn't taking off the fire damage thing. Why have I never done this? I should have done this. I should have done this sooner on this playthrough than the last one that I did, because these two fights would have taken so much less time. But hey, it's okay, because we learned, and we used it on both fights, so it's not a total loss. But anyways, yeah, thanks to us having the immune to fire damage, this guy's no sweat, so... we kill him, we get the final piece of the Vile Armor, which now means there's even more stuff to do, so... this is also now our best thing. Alright, so we made it, just gotta kill this guy, and there's gonna be two things we need to do here. So, go ahead and equip the Vile Blade, and let's click on this thingy right here. not where we're going to go next, but the statue. So now we got a cutscene, baby.
Why not?
Is this the girl?
What's
I
down
actually
there?
don't know who
I
this is.
cannot say. I can only tell you that misery awaits you below.
So misery would usually await
I
us
have
below.
to see for myself.
But we're stacked with vile stuff, dude. So let's fetch and go. Got some weird, like, futuristic room here. Kind of reminds me of WALL-E. I don't know why. I just think of WALL-E when I see this. Alright. So there's only one thing to do down here, and we'll never have to come back. Alright. And all there is we get the Holy Band. And I think they say something, do they? Nope. So this is by far, okay, and I literally mean by far, the best item probably in the whole game, really. And the reason I say that is because, you know what, I'll just show you guys why this is so good. Okay, boom, holy. We literally take his health and give it to us. Pretty much any boss. Look how much that did. The amount of damage he did, the amount of health I got back is how much damage it did to him. During that grind for all the vile armor, of course the money finally started to pick up as I went through more and more rebirths. When it comes to completing maps in this game, the vile armor makes up most of them when it comes to finding bosses in new rooms. With the vile armor set quest said and done, my next goal is to basically just farm gold and buy the rest of the maps and gear I could. If you couldn't tell already, this game's 100% is pretty much the exact same as the first game, but now there's tons of hidden gear to get. It takes like 10 times longer to do than actually beating the game's story. The rest of the maps I would buy and use would just have me find a certain point in the castle, click a spot, and sometimes there would be a new headgear piece or weapon, or someone would literally just give me a gem or money. This grind to get the rest of the gear, however, didn't take it nearly as long as the first game, and that's because about half the gear in this game is hidden, but it may not seem like we got a whole lot of hidden gear, and that's because most of the hidden gear is locked behind roulette wheels, which is what we're gonna get into now. I think we can all agree one of the most annoying parts in video games is having to obtain things through RNG, and unfortunately, Infinity Blade 2, at least when it comes to 100% completing it, is the absolute worst in this regard. So, to get roughly 90% of the hidden gear in this game, you need to get it from spinning the most expensive roulette wheel, which costs 125,000 gold, and on top of that, not only do you need to spin it to get hidden gear, but you need to get over half of the hidden maps in this game from this, which is the gateway to even more hidden gear. And on top of this crap Sunday, you can get gems from this wheel when there's already a separate wheel for that to give you even less of a chance to get the crap you need. To make a long story short, I ultimately decided to mod in the gold required to get every piece of gear, and you may not believe this, but it took roughly 800 million gold and spinning wheels for 5 hours just to get everything. Now, may I remind you, you only get roughly 80,000 gold per bloodline max once you reach rebirth 40, and you don't end up making a whole lot more. And you need 800 million gold. Now there's actually a gold glitch you can do as well, and I wanted to do it to make this run as legit as possible, but it only works if you're playing on mobile, and obviously we're playing the PC remaster, so I wasn't able to. And besides, if we're gonna glitch the game out of gold, simply modding it in doesn't really make a difference. Oh, and to really justify that modding in the gold is okay, just look at this math equation. If one bloodline took you 10 minutes to go through and you made 100,000 gold per bloodline, which I don't even think I've ever had happen to me before, it would take 1,333 hours or 56 days of non-stop playing. So if you think modding in the gold is cheating, I'll help you change your mind, because I am not playing this game for 1,333 hours just to get every piece of hidden gear. And again, there is actually a gold glitch, but we aren't playing the mobile version of this game, so we can't do it, alright? And with the 5 hours of spinning wheels finally coming to an end, it was time to take the gear I obtained and max them out and finish each map. And you guys know what that means. I had to mindlessly play this game for about 30 to 40 bloodlines while watching regular show to keep myself entertained, and then I finally finished this game up. Okay everyone, so we're gonna get started on Rebirth 45, and this is the final rebirth we're gonna go through. And we only have one more item. We only have one more item to actually fully 100%, because as you can see, I've literally gone through and fully upgraded everything. So yeah, and the only other things we have is you can probably see it equipped, the lightsabers. So literally this is the last thing I have to upgrade, and it's only gonna take one more. Alright, so I got, alright, so this is the final fight, and so the Boom, we killed the dude. And we still have one more fight. Okay, never mind. So, this isn't actually the final piece of gear. There is one more hidden gear set that we're going to have to get after this, but we won't be able to max it out. There we go. Solar Trans JX. That is the final item to fully upgrade that we need. There is one more hidden set of gear, but we won't be able to 100% or max it out, which you'll see why. But as you can see, I did 9,700 health, 225 attack, only 30 shield. I don't really care about shield, and 82 magic. So I'm gonna keep this gear on because this is my best gear that I have. We got this guy here. Oh, look how cool he looks. He looks fresh out of Nova 3. So level 1,500 Ryth, and he is wait. Whoa. He blocks everything except fire. Looks like we're using fire on this guy. And you have to use a lightsaber to fight him or else it won't let you. To the glory of fates. And this guy's got a, I guess black lightsaber, like a purple one or something. So let's cook this guy up. Let's see just how weak he is to us, if he is even weak at all. Okay, well that was a bunch of BS. What even was that? Okay, well so far, I must say, you're not looking too... Oh, okay. Let's give this another try. Yo, why is he taking less damage this time? He was taking a lot last time. Now he's taking nothing right now. Whoa! Dude, that was too fast for me to comprehend. What the fetch? Nope, I'm not risking that. Okay. Yo, this could kill him, right? Oh, we did it! Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Yo! Okay, that only took me like 5 attempts, but like... Wow, that was intense. Wow, only took 5 attempts, but that was crazy, dude. Holy. So... Yeah, okay. But now, we need to get the hidden thing, and I actually... forgot how to do it, so I'm gonna look it up real quick. Okay, so in order to do this, I believe we need to go here, and it says restart rebirth 1. So we want to restart. We should still have all of our gear. Yep, still have our levels. It just acts as if it's our first time playing, but now we have cracked gear. So it's basically New Game Plus, okay? Okay, so this is how we're going to get into negative rebirth right here. So the cutscene goes as usual, and we have this fat guy. And how this is going to work is we need to play up until it tells us to use our super attack. Swipe in one direction for a minute straight, and I think that's all we have to do. But I can't remember how this actually works. I'm going to finish this video while I do this. Now we need to keep doing this. Yeah, and then we're going to get exhausted, and we need to die this way. And once we die, that'll be negative rebirth, and we'll get a new piece of armor. So yeah. And there we go. We should now get negative rebirth. Yup, so we have to load last save in question marks. We want a quick question mark. And it'll start us off with the new and final piece of armor. And it's this. And this is the gem armor. So let me show you guys how this actually works, okay? So, start rebirth -1, and we got ourselves this new pair of armor. So, here we go. We got Gem Shard X1. This is the only way to get it, and you'll only get one of it pretty much the whole game. And if you ever decide to sell it for some reason, which you will never be able to, you'll only get $100. So, this runs purely on gems. So, I have like a perfect parry thing here, or a perfect parry damage titan, get this much health. So, I'd put it here. Then I got like a combo thingy. This other combo thingy, and then I have my damage thing, so I'd use like a fire one. You also have like an axe and whatever, and then your shield. This has defense against every trait, but it only runs off of like these, so I guess we'll just use these. Actually, I have better ones. Hold on, let me find them real quick. I don't know where I actually put them. Well, anyways, that is how this armor works, and I was told to not worry about this. I got a comment randomly on my Infinity Blade video when I was like, alright, it's time to do this. This grind is going to be miserable. And just out of the blue, when I decided I would start grinding for it, Somebody actually told him to not do it because he's pretty sure that nobody has ever actually done it. And this thing wasn't made, this thing was designed specifically to have so much XP that you will never be able to max it out. And it's not technically required because, like, you already get every other item in the game. As you can see, I literally have everything. I unlocked all the hidden gear. Obviously, unlocking all the hidden gear requires every single map completed as well. So I completed every map, got every piece of gear, and ultimately maxed out every piece of gear. This alone took me like 35 hours. And the amount of XP I got here in pretty much each section probably wasn't even enough XP to upgrade this one helmet. That's like 35 hours, not even enough XP to upgrade one helmet. It would take probably over 100 hours. So I was told by somebody in the Infinity Blade community that actually 100%ing will not require me to fully upgrade these because it wasn't meant to be fully upgraded. And this is where I'd probably end the video. That is actually where we're going to end the video. And with that, you guys, that finishes up the Infinity Blade 2 100% completion. Like the first game, this one is much more chill and pretty simple to go through, aside from those stupid RNG wheel gear pieces. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you have, go ahead and check out my Bloons TD5 video. It's new, different, and tons of crazy things happen, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. So with that, I hope to see you all in the next video.